What's up, everybody? This is Jason, Zombie Collector, and I'm doing a response video for MVC, Modern Vintage Collector, Chris. He has a kind of a cool sub-contest. It's one I haven't heard of yet, and it's one or multiple times that you may have had a less than desired outcome. You had some kind of like buyer's remorse, or you regret not picking something up, or you made a faux pas of some sort, and kind of talk about that, because we all have that in our collecting since the times we were probably kids until now. So mine I can speak to actually happened just a handful of months ago. Was that I went to a show. Actually, I was with Mark from Kentucky, and it was probably back in January. And this guy had a 1951 Bowman, I believe, of a Pee Wee Reese. That was in, I would say, probably a 5 or a 6. It was raw, but it was probably, I would say, 5 or 6 or close to it. And then he had like, I had like a Stan Musial, like 56 or something. And I had one other card. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Joe Morgan, rookie card. So whatever year that was, 68 or 9 maybe. I'm not for sure. But I had all three of those cards, and they were all unslabbed. They were all raw. And he said, "I'll do this for $90 for all three cards," and all three of them were in really good shape to great shape. It wasn't a Stan Musial, it was a Willie Mays card. And it was like a 58 or 9. So anyway, so it was three really nice cards, and my phone died. And he only would take, he didn't have any cash on me because I went to his table last. And my phone died on me, and so I couldn't PayPal him the money. So I went out to my car and tried to charge my phone, but for whatever reason, it was taking its sweet time to charge. And by that time, the show was wrapping up, and I felt like a horse's patootie to show up right when he's like closing up shop and be like, whoa, wait, can I still get those three cards? So that's one of the biggest ones I could think of off the top of my head, was that I just felt stupid, more than normal, for that, and totally regret that decision, that I didn't pull the trigger or didn't go to his table first. He always has some good stuff. Now, he does come around a lot, so I might be able to, like, redo that deal down the road. But you never know. I mean, that might have been, like, the day he felt really generous, and I go back, and he's like, now it's 150 or whatever. So that's probably one of my biggest regrets. It's a regret that I have, was that was definitely a regret I had. I should have pulled the trigger, and I didn't. I waited to the last minute. Well, and that was one of those ones where you could still go live back in the olden days. So I was going live on my phone, and so it ate up all the juice. And by the time I realized, I need to get this card from this gentleman, or these cards, he already, my phone had died. And so I just was like, SOL. So, anyways, that's probably the biggest regret that I have recently. But then, obviously when we were kids, I mean, I don't know how many times my dad would say, "Hey, Jason, I'm going to give you or your brother, like, back in the 80s or the early 90s, I'm going to give you all $10 a piece. But once that $10 is gone, it's gone. Like, don't ask me for more money. So if you blow all your money the first 5 minutes, then you're done. Then you're just going to walk around with me the rest of the time I'm here. Or if you want to wait until the last minute to buy some, that's fine. But then the card that you really wanted, or the pack or whatever, or packs or cards, might be gone. Because that's the gig. We all know that. And I mean, I don't know how many times I would hold off and not buy stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember how many times I would buy something immediately because I'm just like, ooh, I got $10 to burn a hole in my pocket. And then I would immediately regret it because, like, within 20 minutes of buying those cards, I'd find them cheaper somewhere else, or I'd find something else I really wanted. And at that point, it's a done deal. Like, there's no going back. And when my dad said we're done, like, there's no more money, like, he meant it. Like, nowadays, parents can be, like, manipulated. Like, okay, well, I'll give you another $5. or now probably $50. You know how it is. But that wasn't my dad. That wasn't his style. So I remember how many times I would get stuck with what I bought and then immediately regret it within 20, 30 minutes when I was walking around and saw all the other cool swag. So those are a couple memories and or scenarios that happened to me when I was recently and then as a child multiple times. But definitely go check out Modern Vintage Collector Chris. He had a 100 subscriber video. Well, he's almost at 200. I did this today. The end of the contest was today. Tomorrow is the drawing, I believe. And he's at 177 subs. So on April 29th at 8 o'clock at night, he is already at 177. So obviously that worked in his benefit big time. So that's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Chris is a great guy. Definitely check out his channel. I kind of gave him a shout out. I did give him a shout out last week. And so I'm not going to do all that all over again, essentially, but definitely check out his channel. He does things a little bit different. He does a lot of the historical views of pictures, like behind the picture, or just oddball stories that are really amazing. He just did one on Mo Berg, which is awesome. It was like 20 minutes of just like historical anecdotes and stories and facts about him working for the CIA, but also being a baseball player during the 30s and 40s, which is super cool, and maybe even the 20s. So I definitely recommend you all checking out that video, but he has tons of stuff just like that, where he goes deep into different topics, things that you normally don't see on Facebook, or Facebook, but YouTube is what was I getting at, as you see. So anyways, guys, check out his channel. I'll leave a link below, I believe, or I'll try to. You know how it is. But until next time, guys, peace, love, boom, 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 and no regrets, and no retreat, no surrender. Rip 'em